Good morning, guys. We got less than a minute here for ADP, non-farm employment, and so far the dollar looks bearish. Okay, news is hitting now. Dollar seems to be dropping. News came out worse than expected. All right, so a lot less employment. All right, and the dollar is falling. All right, not much, but slowly it is pushing to the downside. So we're just going to go and look for our opportunities. Cortez was good. So euro dollar, this is a play that we got in yesterday off of news, and we're still alive. Now it looks like it should get ready to take off. But very concerned that dollar hasn't pushed down enough to set off my alerts. So we will see. Okay, it's actually very strange that it doesn't seem to be moving at all. I see the timer, but price not making any kind of major moves so far is a bit weird. So we had a nice confluence of rejection of a trend line as well as the Fibonacci levels. So this is a good thing, but um, yeah, no movement just yet. Okay, odd dollar. Okay, it looks like it can turn bullish as well. super mixy. Mm, okay, not sure about the odd dollar, but euro dollar definitely still looks bullish. Odd dollar looks a little more mixed. Okay, euro dollar should be getting ready to take off any moment now, but maybe it's waiting on that 10 o'clock news, which I hope not, but that's what it looks like so far. So yeah, ISM is gonna be at 10 o'clock and probably get the dollar to do what it needs to do. But man, it's very crazy that we haven't gotten anything so far. All right, so we'll just skim through really quick, and then we'll take a look at some other pairs. Okay, GU looks a little bullish, so we'll come back to that once it begins to start taking a move. But right now, everything is paused, it looks like. So again, really weird, but it's like that sometimes. Okay, New Zealand dollar now looks pretty bullish. Okay, definitely had a down move, turn into an up move, and we're potentially going to bounce off of the support area to rise if the dollar falls. So just getting down to the lower time frame and seeing if there's any opportunities just yet. Okay, it's a little weird on the lower time frame. Looks mixed because we have these equal highs, which technically would make this almost a double top. So yeah, this one is a little tricky for now and not looking too ideal um, for any kind of buying opportunities. But again, overall, it is still bullish right now. The double top, it has not played out to the point where we should be getting into any selling opportunity. So we'll leave it alone for now until things start moving. All right, pound dollar starting to push up a little bit out of the consolidation, and it may potentially rise. But again, we'll keep an eye on it. So dollar CAD, all right, we got into a buy on this as well yesterday, and we're up 35 pips on it. It looks like it still wants to rise, but again, no telling because of what the dollar uh, looks like at the moment. But man, I've never seen it just not really do anything. I mean, I have, but I was just expecting, because it has the perfect setup right now, for it to drop, and it just hasn't done so just yet. So I'm a little taken by that, but it is what it is. So let's keep moving. All right, dollar CHF looks weird. Okay, there we go. All right, see, this looks way more like it's gonna fall, and how I expected the actual DXY to, I mean, it looks bearish on the DXY, but it should definitely be getting ready to take a nice fall. All right, but never know. Right, news always changes things, so we will see. All right, dollar CHF again in that same kind of situation as the dollar, where it's pulled back and it's rejecting the Fibonacci level. So it should continue to fall, but looks like we're going to get that later down the line. So we'll have to wait it out. Wednesdays are typically the days that price or the markets, do their thing. You see a lot of movement, a lot of volatility, because of how things are in the real world. Obviously, uh, we get pretty busy during the middle of the week with all the economies. Things really pick up, right? Monday is always that slow day, that we regret, ever came. and then Tuesday, Wednesday things start to pick up, where you actually start doing work and doing business, going places, et cetera, et cetera. Um, so dollar JPY is looking bearish, but will it actually drop is the question. All right, we had a break of a low here, made a little bit of a lower low, lower high, lower low, and now this is a potential lower high where we're sitting right here. So we'll see how this turns out to be, but as of right now, nothing's happening on any of the dollar related pairs, so we're just going to have to once again wait it out. All right. Dollar CHF is trying to make some moves, which means the dollar should be making some moves. And right on time, right? Dollar CHF move and then the dollar move. So let's take a look. Okay, can't really see too much, but I like the rejection in this area. And again, we should just start falling, but it's taking a long time. All right, so again, just gotta wait. All right, back over to our pound pairs. All right, so the pound odd. All right, here we go. So let's see. All right, dollar CAD starting to push up a little more. Pound dollar went down a little bit more. Okay, NZD is pushing down a little. Okay, pound odd looks bullish, but we missed the move from this area where it acted as support. So price broke this level as resistance at one point, pushed up, made a new high, pulled back to the same area that it broke, and then we got the bulls to show up. So this should have been our entry here off of this, or maybe on a lower time frame, right off of support, and then we would have been in profit on the pound odd for about 50 pips roughly. All right, but it still looks bullish and still potentially can go and break these highs. But it's a little risky at the moment because it's already taken a 50 pip move to the upside so far. So, um, you know, if you were looking to trade the pound odd, guys, it is looking really good for the buying opportunity, but you'll have to, watch yourself with your stop loss. And okay, it's not bad, 27, 25 pips or so. All right. And then aiming for 1 to 2, which is assuming that it'll break this high, all right, and not reject it and fall. You can, get about 50 more pips out of that, potentially, having it rise all the way up to resistance for about 83 pips, all right. So pound odd is looking decent, but I think I would rather have gotten it, from here for sure. We kind of missed the boat so far on this one, so we'll skip it for now. But maybe there's opportunities on some of the others. All right, but here we go. Okay, pound odd seems to be pushing up, and again, I do feel like it's gonna make a nice rise, but again, I don't like chasing like this. Um, and plus, we're coming up to the previous day high that we can reject, and that that's probably only 31 pips, right? So just not worth it for right now, but it's definitely still trying to push up, right? But pound CAD is also looking bullish for sure, and it may very well bounce up out of here, but for now, it's just not doing too much. All right, so we'll let the alert bring us back and see if we really got something that we can take advantage of. Uh, wow, it looks like there is no limit to the left. So when it breaks the previous day high, the sky is the limit for how far this can go, it looks like. All right. So pound cat, we may want to pay some more attention to. All right. But this also could be, you know, I don't really see it reversing just yet, but it's kind of like a very weird head and shoulders. So potential here, guys. And again, just not there yet, but potential. All right. So keep an eye on pound cat. All right. Pound CHF. Okay. So we already sold it. And now it's just basically found a floor here at this order block. higher time frame, yeah, it definitely looks like we can get a rise out of pound CHF, guys. So let's take our money from the sell and let's get ready to, yeah, let's get ready to buy this. We may have the opportunity right now. So we'll see. Dollar CAD is pushing nowhere. It's just doing a little dance, right? All right, so pound CHF still has some more potential dropping that it can do. So even though it looks like we're coming off a heavy support area with this order block, we've created bearish pressure to the downside from here, okay, with this fair value gap that we're currently respecting. So it's also rejecting the 38 Fibonacci level. So chances are we could fall. And now here we go. We seem to be rocking and rolling now. Let's see. Yay, Euro USD finally back in profit, guys. So again, if you haven't gotten in from yesterday, now is your opportunity. You can get up to 100 pips out of this, all right? Dollar CAD still just kind of playing around. And I think it was NZD USD that went off. Okay, and that's pushing up just a little. Pound dollar trying to push up out of consolidation. So it looks like we're finally getting our moves to go. Took a little bit, but let's look at the dollar. And yeah, dollar's pushing not significantly still, but I can see there's still bearish body with the potential of just getting in a little lower. So for now, we'll definitely see if it's if it's gonna do its thing. All right, but euro dollar, guys, is that play. All right, so don't miss it. So yeah, so just waiting for those euro dollar alerts to go off, and we should be ready to roll. Okay, so dollar CHF is starting to push down. So really quick, guys, again, a little recap on our dollar. We should push up. If the dollar falls, same for euro dollar, same for pound dollar. which we're doing so far. Same for New Zealand dollar, which is doing at the moment. All right, alerts are going off now. Dollar CAD should fall. All right, even though we got into it for a buy, we'll get out of it for now. All right, dollar CHF should also fall. Okay, which it's doing now, and dollar JPY is bearish, and it should also fall as well. All right. So it looks like we're getting closer and closer to some real movement. All right, but it definitely stalled on us for a little bit. So let's just kind of keep moving. Really quick, I'm going to check on some JPY pairs that my team was in, or we were looking to get in last night. See how they look. Here they are. So RJPY. All right, RJPY is definitely giving us a discount on the pullback, and we're getting ready to drop. So guys, these may be the plays for this morning that were setting up last night. All right, dollar starting to do something. So we're going to come back to these JPY plays because again, they're critical. There it is, starting to get more bearish on the body of the dollar. So ladies and gentlemen, please don't miss out on Euro USD. All right, it's the cleanest out of pound USD, New Zealand USD, and AUD USD. AUD USD looks a little better. I'll probably say this might be second runner up, but pound dollar is usually the one that does the numbers. All right, and it's already pushed up pretty significantly. So if you guys want to take this as the breakout, you have an opportunity to do so with your stop behind consolidation for just 23 pips. All right, and so you aim for your 1 or 2, and whoop, there it is, about 50 pips to the upside for pound dollar. All right, here goes dollar. So again, guys, you should know what to do for right now. Again, euro dollar mainly. You can get away with pound dollar for the buy at just a 25 pip stop loss. All right, and either one of these dollar-based pairs, you can look to sell. Dollar CHF looks really good. Dollar JPY is next up, and then dollar CAD is a little funky because it has some levels of support that is still kind of in the mix of, right? So this wouldn't be at the top of my list for the sell, all right, but it is starting to fall nonetheless, all right? So pound CHF, all right, it's just pushing up, but let's get to these JPY pairs because they look amazing. All right, RJPY got the alerts on it. All right, the moment it starts to fall, guys, we're gonna rock and roll. I'm gonna get rid of this fair value gap just to clean things up a little bit, let you guys see the opportunity on what we have going on. So let's get full screen. All right, and we'll go to the 4 hour. All right, and now you guys can kind of see what's really happening, right? Nice push up. We broke that trend line. We dropped, made a new low, and we pulled back exactly to the area that we dropped that, we talk about so much, all right, with getting into perfect setups. Here's one of those perfect setups once again, all right? So bring it on over this point of interest, if you will, okay? Again, this is where we broke, pushed down, and now we pull back, got right back to that same area. So all we need is a few more bears to show up, and then guys, we're gonna kill it, right? 338 point or pip potential move on JPY. All right, pound CHF pushing up, pound odd pushing up again. Pound odd was definitely the one that looked at like it would continue to just try to go and break that support area. I mean resistance area. All right, but back over to these JPY pairs. So pay close attention, guys, because these JPY pairs are setting up for a huge drop. All right. All right. So looking at it from the daily, everything still looks right. 2 hour. All right, once again, we see a nice break of a trend line. Here's the break, and we're right back at that area now. After last night, it did its pullback that we were waiting on, because it was here at resistance. But we knew that price could probably push up to this area, and that's exactly what it did. So now we have the perfect opportunity to try to sell this, um, from a discounted and a premium price. All right, so get these alerts ready to go, and our position will be from up here. Stop will be above here. Again, that is a pretty, heavy stop, right? Almost 100 pips to be exact. And, um, you know, this is the safest option for selling the Euro JPY, but you can probably get away with 51 pips, right? But again, just want to play it safe. Again, there's a little bit of a fair value gap sitting right here. Okay, so got to watch out for that. And this is why, it'll be better to place your stop loss above the previous day high. That way you can survive any little hunt or liquidity grab that it may try to go and do, and then still, have this trade play out in your favor. All right, but it is looking very, very good for that selling opportunity. So we'll just wait on the alarm to go off with with price pushing down, and then we'll get in for the sell. All right, again, guys, odd JPY, Euro JPY, looking extremely good. All right, so here's odd JPY, and again, we're probably going to get this one first, and we can even get away with a tight stop loss of like 30 pips, right? That'll do it. But we had it at roughly 50 pips. Either way, being able to catch over 200 pips on this move is what makes this pair, really 300 pips is what makes it look so good. All right. So again, odd JPY, Euro JPY, pound JPY. Okay, we got what we need, and let's just make sure that everything lines up. Okay, that looks good. All right, so back here on the 2 hour, and now we're mitigating this fair value gap, which we were, which I'm expecting to happen on the EJ. So you see this one, this fair value gap that sits above it, right? So we can cancel this one out because we kind of broke it already. All right, whoop, there it is. And let's get, okay. All right, yeah, so I'm definitely trying to see this go off, and we get alerted. All right, pound JPY broke this one as well. All right, broke this resistance. All right, so here's where we are. Push your Fibonacci out just a little. Okay, new position from this area. Get these alerts in, and we'll be ready to rock and roll pretty soon, guys. So again, this morning you got some good opportunities, setting up on these non JPY based pairs. All right, all JPY, Euro JPY, Pound JPY, and of course New Zealand JPY. All right, so we broke this fair value gap, and look how we were here last night, right? Somewhere down here. Here's where we were. 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., right? Where we were just getting the pullback to the 61.8, but then the bears never showed up, right? So we never took the sell, and now we mapped out the order block, and look where it went, directly to the order block, and now it's beginning its fall, guys. So you'll learn all this stuff on how to get your predictions and what have you. We can get rid of Fibonacci because it's blown past it. It's given us basically 100% retracement. All right, our position is now going to be around from this area. Okay, and we just need to get those alerts in. But guys, they're all looking super, super good for a drop. All right, these are those setups, and again, we're talking on a Wednesday that we typically look for to have a pretty much a payday. All right, so don't miss out on these. All right, they're right in your front door. All right, and they're prime time, ready to go. Just need some bears to come to the party, and it's game over. All right, so all the JPY pairs, the four JPY pairs rather, are JPY, Euro JPY, Pound JPY, and New Zealand JPY, guys, looking very, very, very good. All right. So let's hop up out of here. Let's go take a look at the dollar once again. Euro dollar is definitely going to give us that push. And here it is, the dollar with more bearish body. All right, so let's go take a look at gold. All right, because man, we've been waiting on that one, and it seems like it's been, playing around with our emotions. Okay, so now, I told my team I wanted to buy it, from here, this area, and I would have been in profit. But man, it's in this fair value gap, and it still can fall, right? So this is a very rough time to make a decision on gold because it's all within this consolidation area from a higher time frame, and it doesn't really look like it's doing too much, right? So we go to 4 hour, there it is, right? All just sideways movement. Definitely, did a sweep on liquidity, gave us a bit of a double bottom, and now we're potentially going to break out of here for, to take it to the upside. So if we bought it now, all right, we're looking at a 27-point stop loss, which is 270 pips, all right, but that's just if it falls on us. But if it rises, right, we're looking at some big money here, all right. That is a $98 move on gold, basically almost 100, right there. Boom, $100 move to the high that you see here. All right, and I guess we can crank it up. Boom, like that. But man, just know, guys, if bad news comes out for the dollar at 10 a.m., I can pretty much, bet my bottom dollar that gold is going to hop up out of here and start climbing to the rooftop. All right, so please set your alerts on gold for the buying opportunity, right? So once again, with these double bottoms, right, you come here, you make a low, you push up, come back, and you make that same low, right? And now we need to break above this neckline of the, the double bottom pattern. Once we get up out of here, this consolidation, then we need some sort of pullback to show us that it's respecting this area as support. Okay, and then once we get that, okay, and once we get this to respect that area as support, then we'll get that push up to this area. All right, so that's what I'll be looking for. Again, you can just buy it with your stop here and like let all of this play out, right? Because if you buy it now, when it does this and it does this, you're still in profit. All right, so you got to know how to play it, guys. But gold is looking like it's about to be extremely bullish once again, right? We had a huge gold run, for the past, month, I guess. And, things had started to cool off a little bit because, the dollar was gaining strength. But for now, dollar still looks like it wants to fall, all right, as we're getting a nice rejection off the 50, the trend line, and this is creating a lower high, just from a structure standpoint. So we should really get a nice drop on the dollar, all right. But how far will we go? Nobody knows. Fibonacci saying right about this area, which is possible, right? And all it takes is that small, it looks like a small move, but for the dollar, we'll be going from 104.14 down to 103.51. All right, so pretty significant move for the dollar, and that could absolutely cause gold to erupt. All right, guys. So again, alerts are set, and we're gonna try to get going. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna take it for the buy right now, and I'm gonna risk that 270 pips to the downside. Um, that's just my prerogative how I'm gonna do that. But I recommend that you guys wait for what needs to happen, unless like you're one of my veterans, right? And you just know that getting in now, you're gonna lay in that bed, right? You know what I mean? The newbies, they don't have that, right? They take it, and then if they lose it, they're like, oh, they it's a big deal, right? You know what I mean? They're not content with understanding what the possibilities of them losing were, right? uh, because this trade hasn't really played out and given them all the confirmations that they need to not, to have a better chance of not losing it, right? They don't know about that. So, they're going to have a big fit and, be mad at the world. But, to my veterans, we know the risk that we're taking, and we're okay with taking that L, right? If it happens, right? Because that's just one side of the coin. The other side is what if you win? All right, he's 100 points on goal, guys. That's over 1,000 pips. Okay, that's 1,000 pips. When was the last time you caught 1,000 pips on anything? Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is why it's a good opportunity to get in from this area, stop below these lows, and take profit all the way to the top. All right, guys. And right now in profit, but again, we got to get past this fair value gap, got to get past this high, got to respect this as support, and got to take off. So a lot to happen in the next, hour for sure. But I'm liking my chances. If you guys want this play on gold, let me know, and I will absolutely pop it in the chat for you guys. All right. Okay. Yeah. No. Absolutely, bro. I got you. So here we go. This is gold. So entry for gold is 23.42. Okay, stop loss is 23.11. Take profit is 24.46. All right, and again, that is over 100 pip move on gold. All right, so that's going to be huge. Okay. oil looking like it might turn bullish, but it still has a lot of bearish pressure ahead of it. Okay, yeah, so just a little bit of a pullback to this area because we have not tested the area that we've broken just yet, nor have we balanced out the fair value gap. So I can see a potential rise on oil and then the fall. But for now, we'll let the alerts guide us. All right, falling more on euro. So I'm sorry, on the dollar. So euro should be getting ready to get up out of here. Again, it's taking a sweet time, guys. Again, when you know that it's supposed to go and it doesn't, chances are there's some kind of news waiting in the shadows. All right. So definitely got to give this some time, but it's looking pretty good. All I know is if there's bad news that comes out for the dollar, guys, get ready for a roller coaster with gold. Okay. Okay, our silver trade is still doing numbers, and that's very good. So this is a double top. It just broke the neckline. So we're probably going to get a bit of a pullback, maybe a reversal, because we are sitting at an order block right now. So let's get some alerts above it. And we will see if it's actually going to break that support area and continue to fall, or if, again, bad news for the dollar will start to push silver to the upside. So let's take our money and potential buying opportunity on silver like this. Again, time will tell, but we will definitely stay in the mix by the alerts. All right, so gold and silver looking promising. All right, guys, so put them on your watch list for today. Let's look at the big dogs. All right, Nas. So off the daily, we just broke yesterday's high, which we all kind of expected from yesterday. Was a push up, and we got it. So now we have a nice resistance area here, and support will be mainly down here. All right, looking at this on a lower time frame. Yeah, so we might have missed the boat, but I can tell you with the way that this is looking to push up, the dollar should definitely be getting ready to push down. All right. So gold and silver, guys. Gold and silver. All right. So you can see we had a big push up from this area from the low of yesterday, we crept up. We made these equal lows. We got above this high, and we just slowly but surely started rising on up. Um, so we've missed the move on NAS. Is pretty much what I'm saying, right? We don't buy high, and this is goodbye, right? Because it's already gone, and we don't really have the best opportunity of getting into it for a buy to catch it up to resistance at the moment. All right, so again, we're just gonna set the alerts, but we're pretty much gonna leave it alone unless we get some sort of pullback on it, and then we'll take it to the upside. But for now, uh, we missed the boat. All right, and that still looks very bullish. This looks like I wanted to say inverted head and shoulders, but not really. It's just a nice reversal uh, on Nas, and again, looks like it'll have some more movement to the upside of roughly 100 points. All right, so if you want to take that buy now, feel free. Martez, bro, here goes US 30 again, just lovely as ever. All right, and getting us paid, so we can get rid of our positions here. But let's line it up, make sure it's right. Okay, so we also broke the high of yesterday. And it's already starting to push higher. Let's get to the lower time frame, take a look. All right, GJ starting to go off. Don't forget, guys, those JPY pairs, they are going to be the money makers for today. Probably, runners up for whatever is going to happen on the dollar pairs, right? Because we got news around the corner for the dollar, but these JPY pairs are prime time. They're looking prime time for trading opportunities. All sells, it looks like. So we'll see. But right now, just kind of trying to analyze the US 30. And yeah, it looks like it will give us what we want from a push up standpoint. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and hit TP pretty easy on this once 9:30 hits, which is right around the corner. All right, let's look at what the indices. So for Nas, Tesla's currently down pre-market. Everything else seems to be up except Netflix. So a little mixed. US 30, super green. All right, pre-market, and yeah, that's good news for this buy trade that we're in on US 30. All right, so again, Nas bullish. Looks like it'll continue to rise. US 30 also bullish. Looks like it will continue to rise. And SPY bullish. All right. So again, guys, don't be surprised if we have one of those days with US 30. With the dollar and these indices. Doing brand new numbers. All right. You'll probably see the headlines. You know, roughly midday, where they're like, "Oh, the markets went crazy," and like, "Yep, we knew the possibility was there." All right, so we get rid of this. This is all old news, but for the most part, we do have. No, we don't have one, but we got a fair value gap here. Just hasn't been touched. All right, so there you pretty much have it, guys. Not a whole lot for now to take advantage of, but you see where we're heading. All right, euro dollar, the main play out of the dollar pairs. The next runner up would be dollar CHF for the sell, all right, because that would mimic the DXY, especially if we get bad news to come out. Dollar JPY is probably next on that drop because again, it lines up with the rest of these JPY pairs that we have that are looking very bearish. And guys, it's getting ready to drop. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Okay. Remember these JPYs, odd JPY, Euro JPY, getting ready. All right. Pound JPY starting to push. New Zealand JPY also starting to push. So these alerts are going to go off, and I'm going to sell them super quick, all four of them, and then that USD JPY probably also being one of the ones that I add to that collection. So that's 5 trades just off of those JPY pairs alone. And then obviously we got Euro that we're looking to see rise, dollar CHF that we're looking to see fall, and of course gold and silver, right, for potential buying opportunities. I'm telling you guys, there's opportunities today that look like lifetime opportunities, especially on gold. All right, especially on gold. So don't miss it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep you guys all the way till 10, but just know that around that time things will start to pick up, and we will absolutely kill it if the dollar news comes out bad. Just watch what I tell you. Gold will do numbers. All right. But give you guys, if you got anything that you want to talk about or review, please let me know. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for me. But you know, if there's nothing, guys, then we'll wrap it up and just keep your alerts, ready to rock, and watch the clock. All right, because 10 o'clock, if that news comes out bad, it will be a payday. Right? If it comes out good, we may have to adjust. That shouldn't affect the JPY pairs that much. And again, maybe it will in a positive way, but time will tell. Okay, so yeah, we'll see, we'll see. But I'm loving the setups that we have. Again, euro dollar for the buy, dollar CHF for the sell, gold for the buy, silver for the buy, JPY pairs all for the sells. All right, guys. So please get in where you fit in, and we'll have a great morning. All right. So again, thank y'all for joining, and I'll see y'all probably tomorrow. All right. Peace.